Alright, Joe, this is for you. I'm going to show you Pathfinder Kingmaker. Giggity. They're both the same. Do do do. Do do do. Menu music. Do do do. Menu music. Do do do. It does have some slow loading, but there's a lot to the game, so it's to be expected. Alright, so first I'll show you the character. You do get 6 in your party. Well,
Time's not waiting.
So this is your character's inventory. The middle part is showing what your character has. He has 4 different quick weapon slots where you can switch between in battle. And then an item tab for items he can quick use, like potions, scrolls, whatnot. And then he has bracers, rings, cloak, helmet, etc. On the left it shows his stats. The bonus is, so for D&D, every 2 points you get a +1. So if you notice, I got a 10 wisdom, I got a +0, and then I got 13 strength, that's +1. Which it actually, at 12 you get +1. So 12 and 13 is +1, 14, 15 is +2, 16, 17 +3, you get the gist. And then it shows your level, how much experience you got. It shows how much damage that weapon does. You can turn it off to where it won't show it. So, and at the top over there, it's showing what my attack bonus is with that weapon. The damage roll shows the min max, and it shows what the weapon actually roll is. So the weapon does a 1d6. It's non-magical, so it doesn't add anything to damage. That's all me. It adds my dex, and then I got some abilities that add to the damage as well. And then the critical is, you see it says ×2, so if I roll an 18 to 20, it's a critical hit. If I hit, which I mean with a +10, it's a pretty good chance. As you can see, if you look lower, I have a 20 armor class, which for most mobs I would say they have about that. Even a 25 is still not super high. So if I roll an 18, it's a 28. I'm probably gonna hit. Flat-footed is if they're flanked by 2 people, or there's certain spells and things that cause people to be flat-footed, like if you paralyze someone or if they're asleep. Touch is just in this one they have a touch, so like a lot of spells will have a touch condition where you just have to lay your hand on them or something. So that's your AC with that, which that's just raw dex. That's why mine's so high. If I show you other characters, you'll see they're mostly armor. And then you have 3 basic saves. Down there you'll see Fortitude, Will, Reflex. That's basically if you get poisoned, it's a Fortitude. If someone tries to like charm you mentally, if they do anything mentally, scare you, Will. And Reflex is like they throw a ball of fire at you, how can you avoid it? The speed, that's your basic move speed. And then encumbrance is how much you can carry. So that's the basics of this screen. And then inventory, it's just what your party has in the inventory. Character, this shows your alignment, it shows what class you are, and then it re-shows your stats. Shows your health at the bottom, what current and your max. And if you go over here to skills, these are skills that you pick as you level up. Certain classes have class skills, which they get a bonus to if they spec into them. So like if you put a point into it, you'll actually get 3 extra points. And if you have non-class skills, you won't get anything, but your base plus whatever that skill is based on. So like if you look at the top right for athletics, it says strength, armor check penalty. So that means whatever my strength is, it'll add to that. Plus the points I put in as I level. So I'm level 4. If I put 4 points into it, how much strength do I got? 13, so I get +1 from strength. So that's 5. And then I think it's a class skill, so I get +3 because it's a class skill. And then armor check penalty, if you're wearing heavier armor, obviously it makes it harder to do things. Certain things, athletics, you know, moving around. You know, if you got stuff like here's mobility, it has armor check penalty, whereas like perception, your ability to see isn't affected by your armor. Yeah, they say what my bonus. Yeah, they say what my bonuses are to the right. See base value 4 on that, 3. See that I just get +2 on that just from, I think it's one of the pet things I got. So that's what skills are. So skills will help you. Athletics, if you have to climb something. Mobility is like acrobatics, if you try to move through people's squares, or if you have to, if you have a slippery floor. And then like stealth is hiding. Trickery is basically disabling traps. Usematic device is so you could use magic even if you ain't a spellcaster. You could use scrolls and wands. And then lore is like your ability to like see shit, like lore religion. Like if someone's dead, you could use lore religion, I believe, or knowledge world. I forget which one. In this one, we have a new one called medicine. To check, you roll the d20 plus that value versus a difficulty check. It's called a DC, and it'll, if you pass it, then you know that okay, this is that, or nature. Like I want to roll, what kind of animal is that? You know, so you don't know. You roll it, and it's basically just rolls to see if your character knows, instead of outlining everything what your character knows. This is how you do that. And arcana is like knowledge of, you know, arcane stuff, spells. Like it even says over there, magical beast, and just recall knowledge about arcana. So that's the skills. Effects and condition. These are current effects on your character. Now the ones that you see, someone did cast light on me. I can show you here in a second. And then disorienting injury isn't actually on me. It's one of my abilities when I attack. So when I attack them, if I do my sneak attack, they get a -2 penalty on attack rolls, and then an additional -2. It all explains it on the right. So I'll show you.
I am prepared.
You can see that light above my head. That's the light. Okay, abilities. So this basically outlines everything on your character. I mean, even down to the point that what race you are, because race does affect certain things. Like humans get an extra feat at level 1. That's why that's right there. Sneak attack, that's from rogue, and rogue proficiencies, that just says that's, you get those. Rogue proficiencies, like certain weapons that I wouldn't have, but they specifically give them to me, like the rapier. I normally wouldn't have, but because I got the rogue proficiencies, I have it. Trap finding, evasion, that's the ability to dodge shit. So if I pass, so I'll explain. So say someone throws a fireball at you and you pass, you succeed. The DC's 20. So I roll a d20, which is random, plus my reflex save that you saw earlier, which is look at my equipment real quick. It's +11. So that's pretty high. I have good reflexes, obviously, as a rogue. So I roll a d20 plus 11. If I pass the save, I take no, half damage on a six. Yeah, see, it says normally deals half on a success. So if the DC was 20 and I roll a 21, I just succeeded. I instead take no damage. Whereas most people pass, they take half. So that really helps rogues. So they just, because they don't really have a lot of health, so it helps them avoid damage more. Rogue talent, that's just another like feat, a special thing that you pick. So it's just saying I picked one. It'll show later what I got. So I think like I picked finesse training, which allows me to add my dex to my weapon instead of my strength, as long as it has the agile trait. And then there's danger sense for traps. There's finesse training for the rapier, so I could actually do more damage with it. And there's my injuries. There's one of the other ones. There's 3 of them that I could pick at any time to switch. One does AC, one does attack, one lowers their movement speed. Uncanny dodge. I'm not going to explain all these. Skill focus, trickery makes me better at disarming. Charge, just an ability to where if they're a certain distance away, you could sprint at them and do an attack. Coup de grace. Coup de grace is basically murder someone when they're down and demoralize. Make people feel like shit. They get a negative. Treat affliction. That's like if someone's dying, you could like, yeah, you can make a lower religion check to try to get rid of that affliction. So if they're like sick and nauseated, something like that. Fight defensively. He don't really do that, but you can add AC by fighting defensively, but it affects your ability to attack. And there's the acrobatics, part of the mobility, where I can move through squares without them attacking me. Tiger and Emperor, these are just those pets I have that if I have them out, they give me a bonus. There's my other injuries, or there's 3. So wait, what? There's my 3 injuries. What was that? Oh, that is the injuries. It just yeah, it shows all 3. My bad. See, and then here's my like armor proficiency. If you're not proficient in like I try to wear medium or heavy armor, I get a huge negative, or I just can't wear it. I'm not trained to wear it. It's like right now, if I tried to wear heavy armor in real life, I would have to train to use that. Weapon proficiency, what weapons are you accustomed to using? And then it shows a lot of shit more, because you see a lot of this shit you've already seen before. And then there's skill, that's a human thing. And then this shows basically what you saw on that other screen. Damn, if you got anything else, energy resistance, damage reduction. A lot of creatures have that type of stuff. Class progression. This looks difficult, but if you look at the numbers, like I'm at 4, it shows you what you get. So you can always go back, and if you didn't know, like, well, what did I get this level? You know, like the injuries, I forgot about those because it was the last. So I happened to see them. And alignment. Alignment affects certain things. I wouldn't say that much. It's more roleplay-ish. It probably affects more in this game than it does in real D&D. It affects like people's perception of you, but it's generally who you are as a person. I'm not going to go into detail, but you know, lawful, neutral, and chaotic, and they have good, neutral, evil. So you can kind of get a gist. You know, like for instance, chaotic evil would be like the Joker from Batman. Lawful evil would be like Satan. And then lawful good is just like one of them the dudes you hate. By the book, strict, fucking by the rules. You know, they're real strict and orderly. Where chaotic is more like random acts of kindness, just more about your heart than what the rules say. So, and then I will show you another character
I
just
am your shield.
real quick, just so you could see that there's a difference. Definitely, you could see they all have their own. These people I didn't create. I created the first character, Morrisetis. Um, Now these other characters are in the game, but after I get them, I get to level them up how I see fit. And so I got rogue, fighter, bard, barbarian. He's called an Eklis Surge. Let's just say cleric and wizard. So if you look,
What's the
I'll
holdup?
look at the wizard. So it's spells. Then you got spells. So they got level 0 spells, which you get pretty much all of them. You can cast them an infinite times a day. They're not that strong. And then as wizards, you get to prepare, as you can see on this left, they get favorite school slot. This one's actually a specialist wizard, so she gets a favorite school slot. And then she gets, however, based on her level plus her intelligence, it's a factor on how many she gets. So you could memorize any of these spells, any number of them. I could do like Burning Hands. I could memorize 4 of them. You know what I mean? You can memorize any, and you could take scrolls and you can learn them and increase your spell book. The great thing about wizards is that you can have this huge repertoire. I mean, you end up not using a lot, but you have anything for any situation basically. And then she's got level 2 spells, which every 2 levels you get, and you'll notice she don't have as many of those. So as she levels, she'll get more slots of this level 2. Like when she gets level 3 spells, then she'll probably only have like maybe 2 slots. I don't know how many she gets. She might get 3 because she got the favorite school. So it basically builds as you go. And if she gets higher intelligence, then that'll build as well. And as you can see, there's usually 20 levels in D&D. So there's 9 levels, spell levels. Um, so that's level 18. You'll have 9th level spells. And then I'll show you.
And Lindsay was called forth.
A different kind of caster. So a bard doesn't get as many spells, but if you look on the left, available spell uses per day, 4 out of 4. So she can cast them any amount. She doesn't have to prepare them, but she could cast 4 Cure Light Wounds. You know, any combination of the 4 of her spells. She doesn't get spells as much. She don't get, you know, as many to choose from. She's more like bards are more like they inspire their teammates, and they're, you know, kind of like they tell the story. That's what a bard is. They kind of people that tell the stories and songs and stuff. That's kind of what you'd see a bard as. But if you like look at her abilities, so here's the HUD, and if you look at the bottom where it says Inspire Courage, that's one of her abilities, where she can just do a burst in like a huge radius, like a 60-foot, and it'll give all her friends like +1 to attack. And as you can see, she gets, well, I think she gets 17. I already used 1. Uses a day. And then she's got Inspire Competence, which will help them with skills. And then, oh yeah, she's got equipment. See, Spellcaster, she's got wands on her too. She can use them naturally because she's a bard. She has some spellcasting ability. But like Mort, I'm making him to where he can use spells at a higher level.
I know what to do.
So you have to press triangle to get to this action bar. Obviously, there's a lot of tabs. You could R1, and I think there's like 10. Yeah, there's 10 tabs, which will really help me because I'll be putting like spells. Like this first tab is gonna end up being like just basic shit, and then like characters with spells and more stuff. I'm gonna have like their level 2 spells over here, level 3. You know, I'm gonna have everything spread out, especially for the wizard. I think I already have the wizard. Yeah, see. The wizard, I already have her split, And you could look, if you forget what stuff does, you can look at the spells here and read them. Eventually you get to the point where you know what they do. And then obviously with the L2 I can look and select a character, and then you see I can press up to make him go stealth, which would now, he pretty much rolls that 1d20 plus his stealth, and then if the creature's perception, they have to roll 1d20 plus their perception to spot him. And then you could do link, which basically separates them, so I could like scout ahead with just him since nobody else. I mean, I think I got the bard can stealth a little, but not as good. Obviously you could set them to artificial intelligence. They'll use whatever they think is best. I don't do that. And then hold position, you can just make them hold. I haven't used much of that. The reorder, you want to reorder your people because you don't want your squishies out front. So when you initiate combat, you know, I like to have my squishies in the middle, but I also don't want, and actually I ain't got this set up right, because I like having people in the back, at least one person, like a medium tank in the back, but I obviously don't now. Normally when we run parties, the cleric and the wizard are in like the middle, and then these two would be in the back, because the cleric needs to be able to, you know, be close to anybody to heal them, and the wizard's usually the squishiest of all of them. I mean, right now these two don't have no armor, but most clerics use armor. This guy just don't. So most clerics aren't that squishy. They're important. And then the rogue, he's a squishy,
Focus on the goal.
but he's up front because he has to find the traps. So I got put in the front a lot, even though I'm not a front man. But I have a lot of dexterity, which means on my initiative roll, which I didn't explain that to you. I didn't see it. Let me see if I could find it. That is weird how I didn't spot it. It should be character. The initiative affects turn order when you're doing turn-based. Oh, where's the goddamn? Oh, there it is. +5. Which your initiative in this is
no
just
mistakes.
your dex. I could get other things that increase it, but it's still pretty good initiative. Yeah.
Ready for anything.
And then, if you see at the bottom, below that bar, you see where it says RTWP combat. That's, what is it, real time? And then if you press R3, turn-based. So, and then if you can look at your combat log to see what's been happening. Obviously nothing's happened.
As you order.
And I don't know where there's the map. Let's see where, if I could try to, I should have done this video when I was like
Remain vigilant.
near something to fight, because I just completed this area last night, so now I gotta find my way out.
Head on.
I gotta do it fast too. I don't know how long I'll sit there talking. Probably not that long. I think I got an hour on this.
I am prepared.
On this video, be a serious upload. see where exit. I think that's the exit. Is it? Oh, Chief Sit Skill just standing around. Oh, cool. So, I'm gonna save it because I don't want to fight him, but I'm gonna show you the fighting. Attack. Fuck you, Chief. I think he's alone too, so this is like really cheap. So it said get ready for battle. Oh, they're coming, but from like a mile away. So on the left, see how it shows an order? And I pressed X to make it go faster. You press X to make their movements faster. And then it just randomly rolls your initiative. So even though Mort has like the highest initiative, you know, he's not the highest. So then I'll inspire courage. Set. So now everybody in that purple glow that's on my side gets a bonus. And then I can move. I'll move her. And then I'll end her turn. Because I just don't want her up front. And then I'll make them speed up.
Calm down. Not
These kobolds are pretty much, most of them are just gonna attack. They got archers that are gonna shoot. They got a bone shaman, he's gonna cast spells. So let's zoom in. So here's a kobold. There's Chief Sit Scale. So let's attack them and let's see if we get sneak attack. Cause I got a teammate near. Yep. See how it said 11 sneak attack, and it shows like the number rolled. Normally, in real D&D, you have to be equal on opposite sides to flank. So I would have to be over here, opposite of this character, and opposite of the enemy. But this one, they just make it easy, like 5th edition, to where if there's an teammate on it, I really like that. God, I'm almost dead. I didn't even pay attention. They hurt Mort. So I'll have to heal him with someone else. I could drink potions too if I really wanted to. So she's got spells. Don't want to cast any of them. Web. So web's really nice. See all those guys that are trying to come? So let me scroll up. Scroll out. So that red area is the area of effect of this spell. So when I drop it, anybody who walks through that, including us, has to roll a save, a reflex save, or get stuck in the web. So, let's go ahead and cast it. See, now there's webbing there. Spider web. I actually used that on another battle, and it helped out a lot. So I'm gonna end her turn. She don't need to move. And it lasts a certain amount of time. That spell lasts a minute per level. Each turn is 6 seconds. So most battles don't last 10 rounds. Most battles 20 if they're like epic. But most battles don't last that. They last 1 or 2 minutes. You know, even when we play like real D&D. So here's my healer. So he has a way where he could heal everybody, a burst, or he could heal somebody, but he has to touch him. So since Mort's hurt, I'm gonna go out and touch him. So he casts the spell, moves up, touches him. You can't see his character, but he just got 13 HP. Yeah, it's a randomly rolled dice too. It's like 2d8 plus 5, I think, for cure moderate. Here's my barbarian. She has a rage ability. Just basically just pissed off. She does extra damage and all that. So I'll go ahead and turn that on. And then go attack. Sit scale. She hit for 15 damage. She's just a raw fuck you. Like, it's an easy to play character. So's this. This is fighter. Fighters are pretty easy to play. See, she missed. Didn't show red. I don't really know what that 5v11 is. Usually you roll against their AC. Hopefully you can hear me. Good thing I got a loud voice, because this game's actually pretty loud. The thing that sucks is these guys are so far away, because when you first get the chance to fight this chief, he's up there. Oh look! Look! 3 versus 18, did you see that? Oh, it's scrolling way. So that dude failed the save on the web. Back to Lindsay. This is the Bard. I don't really need to do any of her spells. Oh, she's got a wand of grease. This is fun too. Let's go ahead and drop this. You'll get a kick out of this. So I'm gonna lay it right here. It's not as big as a burst. So any creature that walks through this, including us, has to make a reflex save where they fall prone. It's hilarious. So you'll see. And in real, when we play actual D&D, I don't know if it works in this one. If you throw like fire on it, it'll burn. Same with the webbing. Like I tried to do that on this and it didn't work. So back to Mort. He has 18 HP. Let's go ahead. Murder sit scale. See, I hit so like easy. Yeah, he's dead. His loot's on the ground. Octavia. I don't really need to cast spells. I will though. So here's enlarged person, which gives you a +2 to damage and gives you extra strength and all that. So barbarians work real good with strength. Where is she? She gets less AC. She's easier to hit. Boom. Now she's a large. Her reach is she's got more reach as well. So I'm just going to use this guy's channel, which is just going to heal everybody, and on my team. Most of the time it heals everybody, but he's got an ability to where he can select out enemies. So there's only one. So he just healed everybody in the party for a random roll. Back to the enlarged barbarian. She's probably going to kill this guy. Nope. Oh, yep. He did. The sound's not working right, man. A lot of times she'll like explode him. The only thing that's bad about the rest of this battle is since I cast web, a lot of my characters are gonna get stuck in the web. Mort won't. He has a high reflex, but quite a few of them will just get stuck. So this battle's about to be like where I don't want to fucking do it like this. Annoying. Let's see who passes it first. Let's see, he's gonna try to move. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he fell over. He failed his save on the grease. Now he's prone, so he's normally easier to hit. Flat-footed, obviously. It's Mort is going to take advantage of this because he'll probably pass both saves. I mean, he could fail, but as you can see, he did. Use a lot of bows. Just have Mort sit there, pull him, kill him. Let's move him up and then cast Bless. Bless will give me a +1 to attack and damage for everybody in my party. Valerie, I whipped her bow out. She missed. Oh. Let's go ahead and see if the barbarian can't. Let's see how the barbarian does. Oh, she got stuck. Oh, I wanted her big ass to fall. That'd be so funny. Slip in the grease. Lindsay. Oh, she's got to use her thing again. In her turn. Mort.
This
oh, he's still on the ground. Ooh, he dead. The alchemist. throw a snowball at that guy. Oh, she's too far away. Well, she's done. I'll bless Mort so he gets a better chance to do damage. I moved him back because I'm trying to get that alchemist. Alchemist probably throw shit. I'm trying to suck him in to the web.
Onward!
Let's see the barbarian. Let's see if she makes it. Ooh, barbarian! Look at her. Ooh. Well, I might just go ahead with the. Oh! Breath weapon bomb. I might just move those two characters up.
You
just murder with them
deserved
too.
I'm writing you out
Oh,
a story.
critical hit! See, she rolled a 19. Yeah. Let's go
A
ahead.
calculated
Okay.
risk.
I saved it, so I really don't care. Since I'm just showing you. Those are my two best DPS. Anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead. She's got decent decks, so.
This is for you!
Tristan. If he gets stuck, he's done. I've literally had him stuck and had to wait like after battle, like the whole time. So he's not going in there. Valerie's pretty bad too.
Stay behind me!
Oh, she fell over, big bitch. And you can see why some battles you might want to play in real time. They're like easier battles.
Any last wishes?
Man, they keep sucking. Hey, you can see like how my party is right now.
This
How
will hurt.
devastating that web would be can be. Burning Arc. So this is gonna hit one creature and then pass to another creature. They gotta make reflex saves. Why can't she cast spells? I got something messed up. I think she's stuck in the webbing. Let me see. See, I can look at my character and see. Yeah. I think that means she's webbed. Let me see. Yeah. Which I didn't think web stopped you from casting spells. Oh well. What is her turn? In turn. Valerie misses again. She's gonna try to walk through that shit.
Let the strike is won!
Yeah, she's. Oh, stand up, big bitch. Let's see if she stands
Bring
up.
it! Tear them apart!
Alright, so she stood up. Really ain't that many left. Just half my party isn't doing anything. I see that stuff he's casting on me, I'm rolling saves against it. So if I pass the save, I take nothing. Where other people, they would take half.
Let's try this way.
Critical hit! There she goes. Boom! Then it hit that guy too, for less damage, but it hit him. And Valerie, let's switch back to hers. shield. Try to move through. She gonna get stuck. Ooh, she passed. She gonna fall over. Nope. Ah, Miri fell over. Yeah, you gotta roll to give you your turn, so. Now she's gonna have to, like, try to get up. See, she did fine. Ain't fine no more. And this would obviously, they'd be dying a lot quicker if I, you know, just fought them. Normally. I don't think the grease lasts as long as the... Oh, he fell over.
This should do it.
Sneak attack! Nope. I didn't get sneak attack. He still died. Hey, let's do a magic missile. Always hits. Doesn't do like a massive amount of damage. And somehow it missed. I don't think it missed as so much as it messed up. Something happened with the game. Line of sight. I don't know. Oh, I can't heal more from here with that. No. Oh well. Alright, Valerie. See how good you are. Well, she made it to where Miri is. Miri, is she gonna get out? Oh, it's over with now, fellas. She is out. The barbarian is free. It's go. So it won't be long now. But she's getting hurt. Ah, Lindsay, skip. She can shoot, but yeah.
This won't kill me.
A calculated risk.
Sneak attack! See Valerie. Oh, she failed. No, she passed. She's webbed. I think she failed. Yeah, she failed the... She passed the grease, failed the web. Alright. Murder!
I go down!
Dang, you see all those critical hits I'm getting? See, since she's large,
right.
you see everything's hitting her left and right. She gonna go down. I could have had her use a potion.
This won't kill me.
I should have, since
This will hurt.
I'm not really doing this for real. I will. Once it's her turn. Drink a potion. That takes her move action, so she ain't gonna be able to attack this turn. Now see, where's her health at? So let's just go ahead and drink the other one. That's my other action. Only got 2 HP for that second one. Ooh, look at Valerie. Look at Valerie. Man, she got so stuck the other day. She's got a +4 reflex save, so she was rolling pretty good. So we got all our main fighters out here now. Let's go ahead and try to get her up there. They're actually moving away from her. Inspire courage. Oh, stuck.
This won't kill me.
Oh yeah, if you attack with a ranged weapon,
Let's try this way.
there's an enemy, they get an attack of opportunity. You only get one around. You can select a feat that lets you have more than one attack of depending on your dex modifier. Get Valerie in there. Get a Miri in there. Oh! Just got the archers left now. Once I get into melee combat, if they try to shoot before they back up, they're gonna die. Hey, the grease went away. The Grease don't last as long.
This should do it.
The web lasts forever, ever.
Onwards!
This guy's gonna die.
Bring it!
One left, and he's gonna try to shoot, and Mort's gonna stab him.
This
See?
won't.
He didn't die, but it did happen. Now Mort's probably gonna kill him.
A
'Cause he has a high.
calculated risk.
That's the battle.
All according to
So
plan.
that's how a battle goes. So if I move my characters through here, so they're all gonna try to catch up to Mort. Let's see. So if they pass their save, they're gonna start moving towards me. And as you can see, a lot of them are constantly failing. But there's gonna be one guy that you see, this guy, that won't make it. I'll give it like 3. So you can see why I said what I said. Look who's stuck. Amiri, Valerie. They got lucky. Look at them, stuck. Stuck like Chuck. Oh, there's Valerie. I think that's Valerie. Yeah. Alright. So you can see, stuck like Chuck. And this is time. If you look at the combat log, there's a lot of rolls going on that you're not seeing. See? Amiri. Athletics check. She rolled athletics against that. Tristan. Why does it say against Octavia? Oh, against her spell. Yeah. Alright. So that's the basics, Joe. Hope you enjoyed it.